Rituals with Ray, where we take the day, we take control over the day. Basically, I give you a little juice, a little bit of motivation, a little bit of energy to carry throughout your day with you. Today, that was like a really great introduction. Sometimes I just dive in, I'd be so excited. But the whole purpose of this is to basically take you through your day with a certain level of energy. Sometimes we allow life to happen and life can take over energetically. And when you start your day with a certain mindset, with a certain momentum, the rest of your day has to follow suit. So the whole purpose of this is to start your day off right. I just got back from a walk, so my energy is just like buzzing all around. I'm really excited. So I'm excited for today's topic. Today we are talking about unlearning and relearning. And I was listening to a recent broadcast or a live interview with Vox Angeles, also known as Phyllis Douglas, and she was talking about the art of the undoing. So we're going to dive deep today. I absolutely love the concept, the art of the undoing. Um, but before that, let me give you some announcements. We have the Integrator Summit coming up this Saturday. I'm so excited because we have some bomb, amazing speakers that are going to come and bliss us with their presence on our stage. And we are unifying mind, body, and spirit in order to get you to your next level of self mastery. So that's the whole purpose. We're going to give you actionable tools, rituals, and we have qigong expert. We're going to do some humming. We have live music. We have some amazing things that are planned for you. I'm so beyond excited for this event. So if you have not yet already, go ahead and sign up for the Integrator Summit, integratorsummit.com. It's a free ticket. It's Saturday. You ain't doing nothing anyway. Just come join us. Bring your loved ones, bring your family, bring your friends. It's going to be a life-changing, for sure. The value and the people that we have are going to just deliver so much for you. Okay, so go to theintegratorsummit.com and do that. Also, Sahat and I, my dearly beloved, we're putting together a spiritual retreat called the Light Retreat. So if you are a light master, if you are someone who, you know, are enlightened, you are working in this spiritual industry, or you're just like spiritual yourself and you're looking to raise the vibration on the planet, and you're also looking to just connect with other people, hammer out and release any remnants of limiting beliefs or any karmic issues or anything like that. And you're just really looking to take your spirituality and take your life and your business to the next level, then you need to join us for the Light Masters Retreat. So you can go to www.collectiveco.info/retreats. And that's going to take you to our page. I'm going to post it at the bottom right here. Boom. www.collectiveco.info/retreats. That's going to take you to our webpage that tells you all about the Integrator Summit. I'm going to tell you all about the Masters Retreat, what we are expecting. It is this May, and we are running a special promo right now. We only have 3 spots left. So definitely get your information. You have to join the wait list. There's an application process because we're looking for a specific energy at this event. So fill out the application right now at www.collectiveco.info/retreats. The links are also below this video as well. So yes, let's get into today's topic. So now that we've got that out of the way, let's get into today's topic. We're talking about unlearning and relearning. So for so long, we have been conditioned, like legit, right out the womb. You have been conditioned on what to believe, what to think, how to feel about certain things, what values to embody, and how to behave, what your culture is about. Like, all of these things have been embedded into your psyche, what you're capable of, what you're not capable of, what you should be fearful of. All of this has been embedded into your psyche. And in the old energy, And let me define what I mean by old energy. So prior to 2012, there was something called the precession of the equinoxes, which happened in 2012. Remember, there was like, oh, the Mayan calendar ended, like everybody's going to die, like all that craziness, right? Well, what it was it was the end of an age. Every 26,000 years, the world, our planet goes, it's called one rev, right? So we're in a new rev right now. And that was the end of one cycle and we were moving into another cycle. Some people say it was the end of the Pisces era and we're moving into the Aquarius era. If you believe in like astrology or anything like that, you can tap into that energy. But basically what happened was there was a huge energetic shift where one world kind of ended and we're moving into a new energetic space. And in this new energetic space, of course, there was a gestation period. And in this gestation period, we are assimilating and getting used to and integrating ourselves into this new energetic space. Okay, what do you mean by energetic space, right? Literally, our universe is in a new part of space that it has never been in before. We are receiving energy from the universe at all times, from where we are in the universe, from the sun, the activity that the sun is engaging in, like solar flares and things like that. We receive that energy. And we are a microcosm of the microcosm, meaning you are a reflection. What's going on this planet is a reflection of what's going on. Like what's going on in your life is a reflection of what's going on the planet. What's going on the planet is a reflection of what's going on in the world. Okay, so it is like put two mirrors together and look between them, and it's like that. Exactly, you get what I'm saying, where it's like you see yourself in like infinite ways. It is literally a macrocosm of the microcosm, and it continues forever. So I know that was like a mouthful, but all of this goes to say, in this new energetic space, we have been introduced to a new way of manifesting, a new way of living. We used to be in a very masculine, toxic, I would say, masculine energetic space, to where what ruled the planet was greed, power, and things like that, right? Capitalism, like money rules the world, right? Now we're moving more into this feminine era. And the feminine era is more nurturing, more attraction, right? You don't have to chase and go get it. That hustle culture. We can release the energy of the culture. We can release the struggle and embrace flow. Let go and let flow, right? Allow yourself to flow into things. And when you feel resistance, respond accordingly. But you don't have to force and go get and push and struggle. It's okay to release the struggle. Okay, so that's what we're going through in this new energetic space. So unfortunately, because the energy is flowing differently, what used to work before is not going to work now. And what do I mean by that? Like, for example, we're coming out of the quote unquote dark ages. And if you ask me, humankind is not like civilized. What do you mean? We're like the most, we're not civilized, because if we were civilized, we wouldn't be killing each other. There would be no wars, but we're moving more into that space of enlightenment. And I feel like we had to experience the dark ages in order to recognize what our shadow is, in order to recognize where we do not want to be, right? So you have to realize, like for example, when you're learning how to ride a bike, you have to fall down a couple times. You have to fall down a couple times. And when you fall down, you get back up, you're like, oh my gosh, ouch, that hurt. I don't want to do that again. And then you do it again and you fall down again. And it is the learning process. So humankind has been through many civilizations. We're on the like 6th human civilization on this planet. And what I mean by that is basically we had one civilization of humankind. It started from ground zero, very bottom of consciousness, and moved up, and then it was destroyed, and then it happened again, and then that was destroyed. And you hear about stuff like this in like Atlantis, Lemuria, things like that, the land of Mu, right? So we are in the sixth civilization of humankind, and this time we have passed the marker of destroying ourselves, which means we are moving closer and closer and more into this space of enlightenment, into the space of world peace. And I like to say wholeness, but for the sake of the example, right? We're moving into this more peaceful space. So in this new energy, you have to relearn how to maneuver. You have to relearn how to attract the things that you want in your life. You know, if working and hustling isn't working anymore, you have to know, okay, well, what is going to work? What is going to work? And that is when you embrace a little bit more of the divine feminine. So the art of the undoing is all about reconditioning your unconscious mind. Your unconscious mind has been programmed since day one. Your brain is a CPU. Your brain is a computer, right? It operates the very same way. And what goes on, your RAS, the reticular activating system, is a part of your brain that determines what you notice, right? So there could be a million things going on, but you don't necessarily notice all of them. Like, let's say, for example, there's all the conversations, the plates and the glasses clattering, the sound of the espresso machine, people throwing things away, the baristas kikiing in the back, the grill in the back cooking, the cars on the street, the people walking by outside, the honking of the horns, the sirens, the train going by. There's so many different things going on in this world. But if you were to miss all of those things, you would literally go mad. You would go insane. So what the reticular activating system does is it determines what you notice. Your unconscious mind is taking in all this information. But the reticular activating system is like, okay, this is important, this is important, this is important, this is important, right? And how does the reticular system know what's important? Well, it's based off of your language. It's based off of what you express. It's based off of your emotions. So for example, when I'm driving in a car and I see 888, I'm like, you know what I mean? And guess what? The universe begins to deliver more synchronicities like that. So when you notice things that are negative, and we have been trained for years and generations to embrace the struggle, to talk about our woes. You know, when girls get together, they just talk shit all day. And so what happens is when you say those things, the RAS is like, oh, this is important. Let me pay attention to, right? Y'all over here in the shade room paying attention to what's going on with everybody else's life. Your reticular activating system says, okay, well, everybody else's life is important, or whatever this gossip or, you know, chaos that's going on hoodlums and all that stuff. Yeah, I follow them pages too, but I don't necessarily put my focus or energy on those pages. You get what I'm saying? So it depends on where you put your focus, your energy, and what you're saying. My computer just did a weird glitch. That just like took my total train of thought. But it depends on what you're saying and what you're putting out is what your unconscious mind or your subconscious mind will begin to remember and attract more of that. So instead of complaining about traffic, instead of complaining about people at work or how somebody pissed you off, focus on the opportunity. Focus, how can this work for my benefit? What can I learn? One of my favorite questions is, what can I learn from this? You know, I just went through a situation over the last couple of weeks where I had to learn how to communicate my expectations with certain people, and how I'm like looking for the right way to phrase this. Basically, I had to learn that to release expectations with others and to communicate what you do expect in a working environment, right? So, and sometimes when people let you down, or sometimes when you experience adversity or change or a challenge, your first thought or your first emotion is to get frustrated, angry, right? Upset, disappointed. But after you feel that, after you release that energy, what can I learn from this? What is the bigger opportunity from this? Right? Emotions are okay. It's part of the human experience. But the importance is, after you express the emotion, to release it, of course, and then bring yourself back. Bring yourself back to the breath, right? Unlearn all of those habits of pop off at somebody, or punch somebody in the face, or whatever, what have you, release all of that information and habits and thought processes, and relearn how to problem solve, relearn how to resolve, right? And it's a process. This is not something that happens overnight. Even in relationships, like, relearn how to communicate with your partner, relearn how to communicate with your family. Let's say your family isn't in alignment with what you're doing. Or for example, my family, my grandmother, God bless her soul, she used to talk about me all the time, say my hair looked like a mop on my head, used to say, "Oh, you look like you gained some weight." I'm like, "Grandma, I just lost 15 pounds." She's like, "You need to lose some more." And that was just a way that she would share, like, her love. She would just ridicule, and it didn't mean, and you just knew that she ain't mean no harm. That's grandma, but at the same time, like, let's change our language, let's change our approach, and let's embrace this new feminine energy. Let's embrace the potency of the new energetic space we're in. And when I say potency, I mean, when you speak, things manifest used to, and it's because of the new energetics we're in. So unlearn those habits. Unlearn the habits of eating. That's another one. Eating. What we eat is destroying our body. Food pairing that we have is destroying our body, right? Unlearn those habits. Unlearn the fact that, eggs are healthy for you, or that dairy is healthy for you. They lied. Grad school, they lied to you. They lied to you. They lied to you. And I'm sorry to be the one to tell you, but it's true. They lied. What's on the food pyramid? You should not be eating that stuff. You should not be eating that stuff. Okay? They put so much stuff in the food today, and they pass it along as healthy. Like, I was watching Hunters, and I know this is crazy. I was watching Hunters on Amazon Prime, and basically it's about these, like, Jews that went through the Holocaust that are, like, wreaking havoc on the Nazis that moved to America and that are living free, right? They're wreaking havoc, like, and the Nazis created cornstarch, and they pumped it out in the media. Like, here's a new, healthier way to consume sugar. It requires less and it's healthier. Like, cornstarch is, like, tearing up our bodies. Did you know that, like, 95% of Americans are addicted to sugar? Because they put it in everything. They put it in everything. Even me, I'm addicted to sugar. Absolutely. Oh, I got a sweet tooth. No, honey, you got an addiction. Let's be real. Let's call it what it is. We have to unlearn those habits, because we've learned certain habits through the sake of convenience, through the sake of programming. They used to call TV programming back in the day. And now we're in a space where we are learning that that is not right. They lied to you, honey. They lied to you. So I'm gonna wrap this up because I could talk about this for forever. But basically, we have to step into the art of the undoing. We have to learn the truth. And the more you know, the better you do, right? We have to learn the truth, embrace the of unlearning, and then relearning. The whole purpose that we came to this earth, we used to, like, if you look into ancient texts or even in the Bible, people used to live for hundreds of years. Why is it that we only live for 80 years now? It's because we're killing ourselves. The stuff we eat, the stuff that we put into the atmosphere, the stuff that we're breathing, your alcohol, like your cigarettes, like that stuff is killing you. No judgment, just facts. All right. I'm gonna learn and so much to do and go on your journey. It's a whole rabbit hole. It's a whole rabbit hole. Just know that if you are feeling anything less than blissful, there is something that you can do about it. There's something that is not in alignment. It's a signal that you're not in alignment somewhere. And what you can do is you can change that. And what's amazing is they don't tell us. But once you learn how to balance yourself mentally and you think positive thoughts, empowering thoughts, thoughts that are beneficial to your outcome, to your purpose in this life, you embody physical health. You know what it means to move your body and get your exercise in. You know what it means to eat healthily, and not healthily like what they tell you, but you did your own research. And then to tap in and align spiritually. The sun is shining, as I said that. To tap in and align spiritually and connect to something that is greater than yourself. Do those three things and have a ritual, a practice that you habit stack every single day, and learn and grow and expand and be flexible on your approach. You have to interrupt your pattern. That is the only way you'll change a habit, is you have to interrupt your pattern and you have to recondition a new pattern. Repetition. So the more you learn, the more you grow, the more you can apply this information. Okay? Listen, I've been on here way too long. So I love y'all. This is a really amazing talk. I really hope you got some value from this. If you got some value and you watch this all the way through, drop 3 green hearts in the chat. 3 green hearts for the heart chakra. I love y'all. Y'all have a beautiful, magical, manifesting day. And don't forget to join us this Saturday for the Integrator Summit. Just go to theintegratorsummit.com. We're going to be going deep, and we got so many different perspectives, so many different expert speakers that will be at the event. So go to theintegratorsummit.com and get your ticket today. Y'all have a beautiful, magical, and manifesting day, and I will see y'all tomorrow.